Hello, my astrology. Oh, wait. It's not letting me. It's not.
It says it's streaming live on YouTube.
It says you don't have permission to live stream. Let me just check. Guys, if you're seeing me, just wanted to make sure because my laptop is telling me that I cannot live stream for some reason. And I cannot see comments. Oh, well, it's. I have permission. Okay, I'm seeing it here on my phone, so perfect. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. This is a special interview today, a special video. Especially will be interesting for those of you who watched my interview with Tom Palladino 2 weeks ago, where we talked about what he has invented based on scalar light. And he gave everyone 15 days free trial. Who wants to try it, you can still do it if you're just watching the video for the first time. It's constantly ongoing. And he put me personally and my whole family for a whole year, thank you so much, Tom, on the scalar light. And we're doing this interview today to share. I'll share my experience. If any of you have gone through the first 15 days, I'll be watching the comments here. And I will share as well live with everyone else your experience. So maybe we can have more people to reach to this technology, which I believe is divine given, which is the technology of the new age of Aquarius, wave technology, quantum technology. And this incredible man here, Tom Palladino, with the help of God, has created this incredible technology, has been inspired. And today we're filming from his laboratory. Hello, Tom.
Lana, pleasure. Thanks for joining us today in the laboratory. Hi, everybody.
Show us where the magic is happening, Tom.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm a researcher. I work with scalar energy, which is Tesla energy. Some people call that 0-point energy. And this is a scalar energy instrument. This is my laboratory with a number of scalar energy instruments. Now, these are not electrical instruments. This is scalar energy. It's a different branch of physics. And I want to demonstrate one of the peculiar aspects of this energy. These Tesla coils, I'm pointing to 2 Tesla coils, fills this environment, fills this laboratory with energy. I'm going to demonstrate what I mean. I hold in my hand fluorescent tubes. You can see that these fluorescent tubes are in their package, in their plastic packaging from the factory. When I place these tubes close to the Tesla coils, they illuminate because there's so much energy coming off of these Tesla coils. So as a demonstration.
Oh, and it's still in the package?
Yeah.
It doesn't need any cable, nothing.
Oh, so this is a demonstration of how scalar energy fills an environment. And there's so much energy in my laboratory, it illuminates light bulbs.
Wow.
Now that's simple. Go ahead.
That's the energy that Nikola Tesla created. He wanted for everyone to be free, but he was stopped by government.
Yes.
It was out in the air. It did not create any EMF that hurts the body.
Correct. So this is not EMF. This is not electromagnetic force. This is not electricity or magnetism. It's scalar energy. And I can demonstrate, at least locally, to the audience how scalar energy working in a local atmosphere is free energy, how I can illuminate light bulbs. Wow. So this is, I'm trying to reproduce Tesla's work and produce free energy for mankind. Here's another experiment. I'm holding in my hand fluorescent tubes. Now these fluorescent tubes are still in their factory packaging. They're not plugged into anything. When I place these tubes close to the instrument, they illuminate.
Oh, wow.
So this is the steps that we're taking for free energy. These are free energy instruments. Now, Lada's been so kind as to work with me and so that I can introduce this energy to mankind. Well, what are we doing? We're not working with free energy right now. We're working with quantum healing. Now, let me make this clear. When I work with people, I work with this instrument by way of a photograph. For instance, I hold up my photograph, which is a source of light. My photograph has my energy field. If I were to place this photograph inside that instrument, my energy field, my information field, my quantum field would receive the energy. So that's not a biological process that we're going to speak about. It's a quantum process. It's a new branch of physics. I literally place my photograph inside this instrument, and now my instrument is receiving the energy from those 2 Tesla coils. What type of energy? How much energy? That's the type of energy that I'm receiving.
So sorry, the sound disappears.
Yeah.
The
sound disappeared because I touched the scalar energy force field and it interfered with my computer.
Oh my God, so actually it lowers the bad emissions from
Yes.
computers and internet.
We'll try that again. It's an experiment because my computer, your computer, a lot of works upon electromagnetic energy. If I make a connection with the scalar energy force field, sometimes it interrupts our signal. Okay?
Wow.
So what am I getting at? My photograph now is experiencing scalar light. That's not, again, electricity. It's a different type of energy. And with that energy, we can balance the brain waves. From my research, I've ascertained that thinking brain waves, cognition, is caused by scalar energy. So when I work with this energy, I find myself into the very thought pattern of people or consciousness or their 7 chakras or their meridians. So scalar energy is the fundament. Scalar energy is the animating force of thought. It is the animating force of our 7 chakras. A scalar wave spins, and that spin gives our chakras the spin, that vortical action. So scalar energy is vortical action, spinning, and it allows our chakras to realign and to spin properly.
In the right direction. So this is like conscious intelligence energy. That is source, divine energy that when we meditate, we try to pour this into us.
Yes.
So if like
this
when
is divine
Tesla,
energy.
wow, so if basically what Tesla wanted to do this free energy for everyone, and for using it instead of our AC, DC electric currents, we would all be, instead of being polluted energetically, we would be constantly stimulated with our chakras, our body would be healed. And that's why it was forbidden, because the elites knew that.
Yes, because it's free energy and because we no longer need the monopolies that we have in place.
Wow.
Now imagine if eventually I can deliver this energy at a distance and illuminate light bulbs at a distance. Wow. Well, you don't need the energy company anymore. So this energy, free energy, this is why Tesla was suppressed. This is a free energy device.
Now, but it's also healing. It's not just light. It goes in real lines and clears up whatever is in your body. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Yeah, that's right. So you might be able to share your experience. With this energy, we're experiencing now a chakra balancing. Again, my photograph is close to these Tesla coils. It's experiencing energy. So much energy, it's the same amount of energy that can illuminate a light bulb. Mm-hmm. Well, that's what you're experiencing now with your chakras, with your brainwaves. So that's one of the healing techniques through this new science of scalar energy, scalar light. This is not biological. We're working with the aura or the spirit. All of my work is non-physical. It's informational. It's divine intelligence, as you stated.
How did you discover that the scalar energy can treat people just from a picture and distance? So it's quantum. It's not about waves coming to you.
Right.
It's something else. How did you figure out that it will heal people as well?
It took years of research. I've been at this my entire life. Years of research. It's been a long journey, but a fruitful journey. But nonetheless, as a new science, you have to discover everything. And that's been my life, a life of discovery. I've relied upon Tesla and another scientist by the name of Hieronymus. But after that, you literally have to go to the laboratory and experiment, and you have to learn. So it's a learning process.
Well, I'm in the presence of a genius. I feel so honored. And I'll just mention something. Years ago, I read books that were channeled to someone from above, from God. And this person channeling, he said, the whole book, he kept repeating 0 point. You just mentioned it because I've never heard this before. 0 point energy, 0 point energy. This is what will liberate humanity from the dark elites. And I was like, I don't know what it is. And he said, you will have it. Once you have it, this is when the freedom of humanity is closed. That's
Right.
what will liberate humans. So you
Yes.
just mentioned it now. I'm like, okay, you're giving me so much hope. It's
This
incredible.
is, you're right. This will liberate mankind because we'll no longer have an energy crisis. We'll be able to use scalar energy for transportation. We'll be able to use scalar energy for free communication, if you will. It will change industry. It will change the world. Now, I want to demonstrate also, when I'm working with this instrument, I could work with one photograph at a time, or I can work with a series of photographs at a time. In my laboratory earlier this morning, I was working with 500,000 photographs.
Wow,
This,
you're working with 500,000 people, right?
this instrument can easily work with 1 million, 2 million photographs at a time simultaneously. So that is free quantum healing for the planet, for the world.
Wow.
Now, I'm going to explain one of the functions. Follow my thinking here, follow my consecution. I'm holding up a photograph of the herpes virus. All of my work is informational, and I work with photographs because a photograph carries the light signature. Now, if you look at that closely, that shows the DNA of herpes. That shows the genetic structure of herpes.
Sound is going away. Sorry.
Okay,
There.
it's
Yeah,
so
now it's
strong, the instrument.
yeah.
This photograph shows the DNA of herpes, and that's a transmission electron micrograph. When I can show that, I'm able to identify the herpes virus and break it apart. So let me explain in operation how this would work. When I place a photograph of the herpes virus inside the instrument now is interpreting the herpes virus. If I were to place my photograph side by side that photograph, the two energy fields communicate. So the photograph of herpes communicates with my photograph. And that's a sharing of information. We're sharing information. Herpes as information is sharing into my quantum field. And that photograph of herpes would look for the signature, would look for the intelligence of herpes in my quantum plane, and then break it apart, negate the molecular bonds of herpes. So it's an informational process. And that's the straightforward technique in which I can identify the herpes virus in the quantum field and eradicate it, break down or negate the divine signal, negate the molecular signal by way of an instrument, a scalar energy instrument.
Amazing. And like you said last time, there is not of a die-off because you
Right.
don't get the toxins for the virus that fall apart. It's just, it breaks down like water into hydrogen and oxygen or whatever.
Yes, precisely. This is an information system. It's not a biological reaction. I do not practice biochemistry. It's a different science. This is not Newtonian science. This is scalar science.
Mhm.
Physical science, you'll have a physical reaction. This energy is non-physical. You have a non-physical reaction.
Amazing. And by the way, many people are writing, I tried to go on the free trial, but the website was down. I want to tell you guys, when we published this video, there was an attack on the website. It was taken down a few times that day. Obviously, Tom is being watched. I mean, like Tesla was watched and so on. So, but it's all up. It's all going. So you can, everyone can go and try the free trial. And in this free trial, Tom put me on the same program. So it gives you, can you tell the 3 things that you give for free in the free trial?
Okay. So in review, we balance, it's a chakra balancing. We balance the chakras. The energy is so strong, it will provide light to your chakras, to your meridians, to your brain waves. The second modality is we're able to identify microbes. We've identified the herpes microbe, and we're able to negate the molecular intelligence of germs, microbes. And then the third process, we're able to create, it's a different instrument, we're able to create, we're actually able to assemble nutrients, minerals, amino acids, vitamins, etc. So those 3 sessions we offer for free on our website: chakra balancing, pathogen cleanse, and the nutrient program.
So the pathogen I want to mention, it includes 400,000 known bacteria and pathogens like Epstein-Barr and pneumonia and all the ones that we know, that we're known
Yes,
of.
that's
And
correct.
I want to give my testimony now.
Okay.
Uh, First of all, a few days after we started, I also told Tom that I have big mood swings and my appetite is like I'm ravenous. I've been eating for months. Even though I eat healthy, I'm constantly snacking. And he said, wait, I'm going to put you also on the female hormones program. So he added just me. Otherwise, I gave a picture of my whole family, all four of us in one place. So he placed us all. But he also put me on the female hormones, which balances female hormones. And I can tell you guys, first of all, my moods have stabilized so much. Second of all, I went from eating 7 to 8 times per day to eating once per day. My appetite is totally down, eating once per day and not snacking in between. And if I want to eat something, I just get some apple or nuts. And I was going crazy before that for months. I was like, what is happening to me? Why am I eating like that? So something I think is this nutrient program that and the hormone balancing that stopped my appetite because it's my body is creating now the nutrients it needs because it must have been starved before that. And I also stopped taking supplements. I was taking a handful of vitamin C, vitamin D, because I would feel the need to. Now I don't feel down or B vitamins, whatever you can think I was taking. I don't feel the need for. I feel energetic enough without that, which I'm still like, I don't believe that. It's probably just a coincidence, like I'm like Thomas from the Bible. I'm like, oh, you're never sure. And then the next thing I observed, so that is a huge thing for me, my appetite going down because probably the nutrients. The next thing I saw is that my kids stopped snacking. They were crazy because they're also on that. They were crazy, like treat, 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 sweet, 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 chips, chips. I'm like, and I always cook healthy stuff, and like they don't want to eat them. They started, they'll come back from school, they'll eat their smoothie, they'll eat their soup, their salad. That's it. No treats, nothing, no snacking after that. So I'm quite surprised. And the other big thing that I saw is it's a bit private, but I've had a constipation since I was 5 years old after 6 months of antibiotics. I was given 6 months of antibiotics nonstop, and I've never been able to fix whatever it is that with going to the toilet. For the first time in my life, I'm regular every morning. Excuse me again for the details, but I wanted to cry. I told my husband, I'm like, no, it can't be true. And then on the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, it started happening after the first week. So for the last 10 days, I'm so happy. It's morning clockwork. So something is happening inside. I don't know what it is. Was it a bacteria or whatever? And there's some other things that I need to wait time because it's like it needs to wait for time for it to see if it changes. But I'll tell you later on. We can come back in 30 days again. But these were my testimonies, and I'm very excited. And
Yes.
sleeping. Why was it that I slept a lot more at the beginning, especially the first 10 days? Something happened to me, like I was all the time sleeping.
That's a great report. That's typical with many people. The fact that you're sleeping well, it's a chakra balancing. If the energy again is so strong to illuminate a light bulb, it will illuminate your mind and your chakras, and you'll have a deep, meaningful sleep. Many people start recalling their dreams.
Oh yeah,
Um,
very
uh,
vivid dreams. Why is it? Because it's healing or what?
yes, exactly. And this energy is intelligence. Now we're taking this divine intelligence and we're putting it into your mind, your brain waves, and your seven chakras. Now, I cannot stress enough, if this energy is strong enough to illuminate a light bulb, then it's going to illuminate your mind and your chakras. That's the identical energy you're receiving. 1 hour a day, I experience that chakra balancing. I promote the chakra balancing. The instrument is on for 1 hour, balancing the brain waves and the chakras. It's very powerful. And you see it, you detect that. The fact that you're not so hungry, you're receiving the nutrients that you need. Maybe someday I'll take you to the other instrument and I'll show you the nutritional part. If we can assemble nutrients around the clock throughout the day, then your body's receiving the vitamins, the minerals, the antioxidants, the proteins that it needs. And because of that, you're not hungry. And if you're not hungry, then you're not going to eat excessively. Many people can miss a meal. They tell me after a month or two of being on the chakra balance and the nutrient program that they're able to miss one meal a day because they're not hungry. Why? Because you're receiving your nutrition from energy. Energy, scalar energy, can actually create a vitamin. We can create to eat necessarily. We can create a nutrient, a micronutrient through intelligence, through scalar energy.
Well, I'm missing 5 meals per day and I'm losing weight, which is amazing. But I wanted to, you said after a month, because some people are saying, well, I didn't feel anything, but for 15 days or a week. What would you say? Why does it take time for some people? Do some?
For some people, yes. You know, maybe you're more attuned to your body. Others might have other problems that I can't address. So everybody's unique. I can't give a blanket statement. I want to make this very clear. The instruments are custom built. I'm the only operator. I'm the only researcher right now. So my approach is unique. I don't know of anybody in the world that's duplicated my work. So you have to try the session. You sign up for the 15-day free session. You have to experience this. And then and only then can you comment whether you felt the difference or not.
So I have a few questions and comments from people. And it says, I tried it and I was super tired. And then I felt great. Where is this super tiredness comes from? Like the healing of the body?
Initially, many times the chakra balancing the brain waves and the 7 chakras, you need to sleep. If you're sleeping a great deal, it's because your body's worn out. You need to sleep. And after you get over that, many people feel energized. So that's typical. Within the first week, many people say, well, I need to sleep apparently. I'm tired. And there's no harm to that. It's just a normal reaction. Sleep is recuperative.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, I have a question. Can it help with neurological diseases of the nervous system? And what program would be best for that?
I would just sign up for the 15-day free session and see if that helps you. Let me say this. Many people have said that over the course of time, if they have, say, the early stages of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, that this has helped them. For instance, I have a few friends who've had Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. And if I started working with them early on, this delayed the onset of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's in them. Now, I've seen that, I've witnessed that, I've experienced that amongst friends and family. So it's certainly not the cure. I can't say that, but it is serving to palliate those symptoms. That's what I'll state.
Sorry, I'm also reading. But some people are saying they still haven't felt anything. They're asking, do you still need probiotics and prebiotics if you do the program?
You know, I never give medical advice because this is not a medical device. I'm not a medical professional. I'm a scalar energy professional. So if people want to take probiotics, by all means, continue to do so.
So someone says, I'm month in and I tried the endorphins one because I had anxiety. My anxiety was off the roof. I'm so amazed at how I'm feeling now, so relaxed and at peace. So that's another program then?
Yes. Yeah. The next time we do a talk, I'll speak about the endorphin program. We have another program, endorphins and neurotransmitters. We're able to create dopamine, serotonin, etc. And in so doing, this instrument is on 24 hours a day, assembling endorphins and neurotransmitters. And the upshot, the result is people are happier. They don't have the mood swings. Why? Well, apparently there is some type of imbalance. But by assembling endorphins and neurotransmitters throughout the day, that helps people.
Wow, that I think a lot of people need that. I told you, like, I was asking Tom, should you put me on this happiness program? But you said for you, female hormones. So for now, I feel really good because it seems My moods are stable again. So I'm excited. Someone says, is this a continuous process? Do we have to continue using it in order to feel the benefits?
That's up to you. We don't force anybody. There's no requirement on our part. If you do like it, we break everything down into 30-day sessions. So there's no contract, there's no long-term commitment. You can just take it month by month. And I like that. I leave this up to the latitude of people. People make that decision. I don't make that decision for them.
I was reading you have about a few thousand comments on your website, and I spent a few days reading them. And I heard so many people were amazed that their herpes disappeared. They have herpes, and they said after the first month of healing, or within a couple of months, it flared up one last time, which was, you said it was something like cellular memory, and it disappeared and never came back.
That's
But do you
correct.
think if you've been for a few months, it will come back again if you stop?
No.
No. Wow.
I'm going to hold up to the audience. This is one of the test results we received from people. Now, people will have, after our sessions, people will take a PCR test. This is a PCR result. And this individual claims that they had herpes for 35 years. These test results are on our website. Now, this is subjective, but nonetheless, I offer this for a consideration. After being treated with the scalar energy sessions, there's no viral load for herpes after being infected for 35 years with the herpes virus.
Wow.
Now, these are the results that we have. These are the testimonies that you're speaking of. As a new science, that's what I have to present to the world. This has never been duplicated. So the only thing I can go upon right now are the testimonies of people. What am I getting at? Nobody's invented these instruments. Nobody can duplicate my work. Hence, nobody can either prove or disprove my instrumentation.
So you're doing it, you're doing the proving as you go right now as well. So it's all experimental. Here we have more comments. This is one of the most exciting things I have heard in a long time, Linda. Someone else, I've done few days and I'm sleeping a lot. I do feel happier too. Hope it will help my boyfriend too. He really struggles with sleep. Wow, so people are trying it. Maybe some watch the video later. They're 2, 3, 4, 5 days into the experiment. Some people are saying, they find it a bit expensive. Let's talk about that. Is there like a group thing people can do?
We have an inexpensive $89 a month program. Now, if you need a family package, what I'm going to suggest is you write to me. Go on to the website and send me a letter, or ask to speak to one of our representatives, and we'll work with you on a group package.
Wonderful. So maybe people can combine with a few of their friends and chip
Yes.
here and there.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I'll be honest, I give $200 per month for supplements. If that eliminated the needs for my supplements for the whole family, I'll definitely be, because I'm still like, I don't believe that fully. I can't believe it that my hunger's down. I'm not taking supplements. I started having more and more energy. So I'm like, I wanna keep trying more and more. And I believe that maybe it takes time for certain things. For example, I've struggled all my life with a little bit of on my nails, which is what's kind of like nail fungus. It's going to take at least 6 months for me to see the results. This thing doesn't grow overnight. And there are certain conditions that are there conditions that you think take longer time for this?
Well, let's address nail fungus. I believe that scalar energy will eradicate a fungus day one. But for your nails to recover, you probably need to grow in new nails, because many times your nails are discolored or disfigured. And that's just typical with people with nail fungus, toenail fungus, as well as fingernail fungus. You need to grow in new nails.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense as well. And I believe also after years of conditions, sometimes it takes longer for certain organs to regenerate in certain conditions. So I definitely want to keep trying it. And I read a lot of people were raving on your website, clients of yours, about the detoxing program. Can you tell us a little bit more? They were saying like They were
Yeah.
detoxing from heavy metals. They were saying it's helping them stop addictions and.
Okay. So we're able with these instruments to, if you will, break down the intelligence, break down the molecular bonds of heavy metals, mercury, cadmium, lead, and also recreational drugs, heroin, cocaine, etc. So these instruments working through intelligence can negate the intelligence of heavy metals, alcohol, cigarette products,
Wow.
tobacco products, recreational drugs. That's called the addiction chemical cleanse. It's specific to that genre. If you're looking for addiction and chemical cleanse, then sign up for the program.
Wow. I read a lot of people, they were saying, wow, they'll try like for 15 days one program, for 15 days another program until they
Yes,
find their thing. Because sometimes they don't know what it is. And they're like,
you're right.
wow, I did a combination of the detox, the chemical, plus the endorphins, and I'm flying. The previous ones, I didn't feel as much, but I tried the other one. So maybe people can play a little bit, try, because you don't know where the issue is. Some of you might have heavy metals that you need to detox. Others might be actual viruses. So, but as probably start with the 3 program that is in a complex, the original one.
Yes,
As a start.
you're absolutely right. But that's why we offered the standardized as a 15-day free session. Now, for instance, you mentioned addiction cleanse. Well, you might want to try that for 30 days. We have another program, digestive enzymes. People who have problem digesting their food or have problems with metabolic processes, they feel that digestive enzymes, we can assemble digestive enzymes around the clock, 24 hours a day. That helps people with their digestion. Another program, we have minerals and precious stones. As you mentioned, we have endorphins and neurotransmitters. Another great program is called Natural Foods. I take photographs of natural foods, like a cucumber or a carrot, and I download those phytochemicals into a person's photograph. Everything is
Wow.
done by way of light. So
much better than eating kale.
it is, because when I work with light, it's instantaneous communication. And hence, there is no biological impediment. There's no physical impediment. Light is not impeded by anything. So I don't have to rely upon the metabolic processes. I don't. Light is supreme. Light is fundamental. And light achieves its objective every time.
Wow. So some people asking, what about stress and anxiety? That will be the endorphins program.
Yes, correct. Endorphins.
There is an
yes.
endorphins happiness.
That's correct.
Another question. I'm on day 2 of the trial. Thanks. I wondered, how is it possible to have numerous people's photos in the same machine, receiving the same healing, yet there is no passing of illness from one to another? She's asking why there is no passing of illness from one to another.
So when I do work with people, I work with groups of people, collages like this. And the energy, it's God's energy. God knows each individual, and God will send each individual what they need. Now, there's not a sharing of information between the 2 individuals. We don't do that. That's not how the energy works. So when for instance, if I place this photograph, this collage, next to that herpes photograph, every person in that collage would be sent the energy of the herpes virus, and we would break down the molecular bonds of the herpes virus in that person. Okay, but there's not a sharing of disease. That's not possible. I've never experienced that.
Someone is saying the endorphin program is helping me with anxiety and panic attacks. Wow, this is great. Amazing. And there was a question, Tom, can you fix my love life?
Put your mate on the program with you. Let's see how both of you do. You see, it's God. I firmly believe this is God's light. This is a sacred light, a divine light. This is not electricity. Electricity involves the movement of electrons. I don't work with electrons. This is the essence of God. I firmly believe that if you read the Bible, the Ark of the Covenant was a scalar energy instrument. That's what I'm working with, the Ark of the Covenant.
Oh my God. That's what you think the covenant was in the Bible? That was scalar light?
Yes, it used scalar light. Because if you remember, the Ark of the Covenant could light up. It could illuminate.
Yeah, so they had this technology. They had it.
Free energy. It was free energy.
So do you think this can also help people connect to higher power? I believe so.
Yes,
The
of
spiritual.
course. Of
So
course. I think the chakra balancing is probably the most important session we have because it illuminates the mind.
amazing. So
It
that's why they don't
illuminates the
want this.
soul.
They don't want this because they want people awakening. And wow, Tom, I'm so excited to have you again here. Thank you everyone for joining us. By the way, I'm not affiliated. Tom, I do not take affiliate money for this. I want this information to reach for you. When Zurina told me about Tom, I got so excited. And when I talked with him, now I'm excited at another level. And I just want this to reach to you. I want this is divinely inspired. I connected with Tom when Jupiter was on my sun, speaking a bit of astrology now, which is God sends you his messengers when Jupiter is on your sun. God sends you very benevolent, very high quality people at that time. So thank you. That was my Jupiter transit sun. My healing started and I met an incredible man with knowledge and wisdom, one of those light souls that's here on earth. I want this to reach to everyone. So guys, this is not a business for me. I'm doing it hopefully to help some of you. Be patient with that. Try a few different programs. Give it a try. I hope it works I know it's working for me. And I believe in this with my whole heart. And I hope to have Tom again, maybe in a month. We'll try to connect. And I'll tell you when the date is. So if anyone has questions, if anyone wants to share the experience, even if you have negative experience, please do share it. Some people are saying I didn't feel anything. So I would say maybe try it a little bit longer or try a different program as well. Or maybe you're good, maybe you don't have issues. Someone says, for me, I notice my dry skin is healing. I don't even need to use lotion as much. My skin is so soft. Also, I feel more psychic. Wow. Amazing. Another testimony. And Sherry said, I had a big issue from childhood come up, like inner child stuff. I called and spoke to a very nice woman at Scalar at your business who told me it was the chakra balancing. What program, someone is asking, what program needed for fatty liver? Would that be the nutrients?
For fatty liver, we have a program, Fat Metabolism. Try that for one month. Try it for 30 days.
Fat metabolism. Wonderful. So yeah, you can call and there is someone who can speak with you. It's called scalarlight.com. I'll put a link beneath so you can all try the free trial and different programs. And I believe this is God's work. And I hope God protects you, Tom. And I hope now is the time. If not now, now is the time when light should win over darkness. And hopefully we're part of this process and this comes to as many people as possible. I also have to apologize for everyone about hearing my health issues and knowing my secrets. But I can't wait to hear your testimonies, let's say in a month, to give more time for people. And Tom, would you like to say anything?
No, I thank you for your understanding that this is a new science and that we have to experience this. That's why I give away the 15 days of free sessions. If what we're saying is true and accurate, this type of technology will change the world. So join us. We're a grassroots movement. Lada, thank you for your support. Scalar energy is it's a new and emerging technology. We will change the world. Join
Amen.
us. Join us.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. May you all be healed. May God bless you all. And may the scalar light enter your life.